For life.
Yeah. Bullet cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcast in here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now in the state, turn us on. If the feeling is right, every opinion now comes from the heart. No time we move with a...
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, the microphone messiah, and I am joined by the agent of chaos, Poison Scarlet, and the Bulletcast podcast champion, Brandon Tanguma. What's going on, guys?
Shy, dude.
Good to see everyone.
Guys, we need more energy than that.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and whatever Festivus and everything else that's going on these days.
Wow, you're making a Seinfeld reference.
Yeah, huge Larry David fan. New final season of Curb next year. Can't wait / dreading it. Phillip? Big Seinfeld guy? Oh, you're a Friends guy.
Yeah, I like sitcoms that are funny.
Then why do you watch Friends?
Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, what's not to love?
Just saying, you're talking about funny sitcoms.
Bro, Matthew Perry was the heart and soul of Friends. R.I.P. to my dog. I still can't believe he's gone. That one really hurt me. But yeah, I mean his quirkiness just off the charts. Actual comedy, funny, very funny. But we're here to talk about professional wrestling sports entertainment. SmackDown. The phenomenal one is backed and he is jacked after Randy Orton beat Jimmy Uso. Roman Reigns is out there, just doing what Roman Reigns does. And then AJ Styles, phenomenal forearm to Roman. Then he attacks LA Knight. Oh, goodness, this is heating up. This is nice. This is all very nice. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what AJ Styles is going to bring to the table. Obviously, he is the phenomenal one, and he looked phenomenal. Really excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, shout out AJ looking good, as Booker T would say.
That's it.
Looking jacked.
That's it from both of you?
No, I was waiting for you were gonna say something, so I thought you were gonna interject.
No, I'm just waiting for you.
All right, then I guess we're just going along.
Elaborate and have more analysis.
You bring in AJ Styles, you think, oh, he's gonna show up, he's gonna offset the bloodline. We're gonna have a 6-man tag, maybe lead it into Royal Rumble like some special SmackDown first of the year type thing. But no, turns heel on LA Knight.
Whoa. We don't know if he turned heel.
Okay, attacked LA Knight, which is something I did not see coming. So maybe that's going to be a Royal Rumble storyline, actual in the match Royal Rumble storyline. LA Knight with the CM Punk signing kind of seems like the odd babyface out at the moment. So I wonder how they're going to try to fit him in this WrestleMania season. Don't think they'll get everything from here to there with AJ Styles, but we'll have to wait and see.
A lot of people want Roman Reigns. There's a couple things we can do.
Yeah, been there, done that.
No. There's a couple things we can do here. Elimination Chamber. You could possibly throw Orton, Roman, LA Knight, AJ Styles, maybe even Kevin Owens and whoever else in there to challenge Roman. Did we have SmackDown? New Year's Revolution is happening? Could do a triple threat: Knight, Styles, and Orton. Winner gets Roman at the Rumble. There's a lot of things we can do here. A lot of stuff.
Agree. Adding another top level, tier mid card, top of the mid card type guy in AJ Styles, I think does add some much needed depth for SmackDown, especially with Roman not being there all too much. But we are coming up on Royal Rumble WrestleMania season, so Roman should be there more often. But I think adding AJ to the mix does add whether he is a heel or babyface or just AJ Styles. Nice to see him back.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. It's nice that he's back to lose the Roman, so we can break Hogan's record.
That's just what the company. This is Roman's company, and everyone else is just living in it.
Right. See, exactly, exactly. That's what this is. We're breaking Hogan's record, guys. Are you guys ready for that? Are you ready for that, guys?
And then Bruno, we're coming for Bruno.
We may get to Bruno. I mean, we still have a few years, but Hogan. I mean, that's what September. It'll be there. It'll be here like that, like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Solo Sikoa has been named the tribal heir. He will be next in line to be the head of the family once Roman Reigns is done reigning. Yes.
Jimmy very over the top and expecting his name to be called out, and I don't know if they're gonna rush or not rush, but have Jimmy break off of the bloodline. And seems like Jimmy and Jay at WrestleMania seems like a very viable option at this point. So if Jimmy were to break off of the bloodline, I don't know how they would get to the brothers facing off, or just a little bump in the road and Jimmy falls in line again like he always does.
Jimmy is falling in line. That's what's
Well,
happening.
he's like the guy at job, at your job. He will work. He thinks he deserves a promotion, and then the other person gets a promotion. Not saying Solo doesn't deserve the promotion, because he very much does in terms of what he's done with the bloodline. But Jimmy's maybe a little bit jealous right now.
Yep,
Sure.
exactly.
I'm sure he's jealous.
He's just trying to climb the corporate bloodline ladder.
I'm trying to climb the ladder. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I keep letting him know. Like, I keep leaving the voicemails. If you need another right hand man, you say the word. My bags are packed and ready to go. Yeah. Carmelo Hayes defeats Grayson Waller in the United States Championship Tournament. Can Carmelo Hayes go on to face Logan Paul? I'm here for it. He goes on to face Logan Paul. He loses. It enrages him even more. He officially turns on Trick, and then at stand-in, we get Trick versus.
I can definitely see that happening.
I like my thoughts. I like what I say. You like what I say, huh, Brendan? Huh? You like what I say?
Yeah, I mean, I think we are in a crash course of Melo and Trick eventually at some NXT PLE, but him beating Grayson Waller at SmackDown, not so surprising just because of how he stands in NXT at the moment. And Waller is a suitable heel, but obviously someone who can lose and kind of bounce back and not, get hurt too much from it. So, build a little bit of credibility with him. Maybe go back to, lose to in the next round or in the finals possibly, and goes back down to NXT. But I thought maybe they're going to do the same with Dragon Lee, and I've been a little bit worrisome of them with Dragon Lee out of the gate thus far.
Dragon Lee, the 3-time King of Indies winner?
Exactly. You bring him in, he has some higher profile matches, has the match with Escobar, loses, losing some other matches. I think if you're going to have a guy come in there, quite possibly everyone, WWE's been looking for the next Rey Mysterio for the past 15 years, and I think Dragon Lee could be that guy. And he still could be that guy.
Have we really been looking for the next Rey Mysterio since 2008?
I think so.
When did Rey leave the company? 2014?
Well, let's just say whenever Sin Cara signed with WWE, that's when they've been looking for the next Rey Mysterio.
Was that like 2011?
Yeah, not that far off.
I mean, it's 3 years. It's pretty far off. A lot can happen in 3 years, Brandon. I mean, come on. There were 2 different presidents in that time span. Come on, man. Jesus.
I don't think that's how presidencies.
Oh, you said 2008, and then I said 2011. George Bush was president in 2008. Barack Obama was president in 2011. So hence, 2 different presidents in that time span. And that
I was told there'd be no political history on this.
No,
podcast.
you weren't told that at all. You just made a statement, and I told you that your statement was wrong. That's all that.
We had a president elect in December 21st, 2008, and then that same president elect became the president the next month.
2009, yes, I remember. I was there. Great time. Outside the ring, Liv Morgan's been arrested. I believe she's already been bailed out. I guess she had a weed pen or whatever. Well, why are these charges? Why does this still happen? Like, come on. It's legal. It's not gonna hurt you. Let's stop.
I don't think it's federally legal though. It's legal in certain states.
It's
There,
not gonna hurt you.
I don't know the
Let's
exact
stop
parameters,
this.
but apparently it's like synthetic, which is like different than like regular greenery grass marijuana, and it's in a pen, so that's like
THC. It's a
it messes it
THC
up.
pen.
And then allegedly she said it was someone else who was in her car and left it there. I don't know. It's a whole ordeal.
It's not that serious. You act like she did something very bad. She did
It's
nothing.
like she stole an iPad cover for like $15 at a Walmart, and then it gets cut the next day. Oh wait, that was Emma. Never mind.
Who?
You don't remember when Emma stole an iPad cover and then she got released?
No, because I don't pay attention to news like that.
Well, she was a part of WWE. That was pretty big news at the time.
Was it? Are we
I'm pretty sure it was.
I
I'm pretty sure if you look on Emma's,
remember Jack Swagger getting arrested. I remember, the RVD stuff. I don't know that. No.
everybody tell me if you guys remember Emma getting arrested for stealing an iPad cover from Walmart.
Was it on tout?
Probably.
Charlotte Flair is out of action for 9 months. Now we know, but yet and still, even out of action, she signs apparently the biggest woman's contract in WWE history.
Yeah, teasing a piece of Charlotte. We talked about it last week. A little more speculatory, but now obviously the news has come out that she's tore her ACL. She's torn a lot of things. It's like I forget if it's definitely ACL, it's definitely her meniscus, and then I forget if it's a PCL or an MCL.
Is it the because it's usually the three. It's always the ACL, MCL, and meniscus, which is that's the injury Rollins had, and that was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the fan cam footage of her fall, of her tumbling, but also possibly the moonsault she landed on the outside before they went to commercial. She kind of landed very hard on her leg, and she kind of came up gingerly, so maybe that's also when she hurt it. And then she wrestled a few more minutes after the fact, which may have exacerbated the injury, especially with the figure 4 and the figure 8. I mean, we've talked about it in the past, like when Seth Rollins hurt his leg at that house show with Kane, and then he continues to wrestle, and he was out for a long period of time. So I know it's mentality of you got to power through it, but I think wrestlers kind of need to look themselves, just be like, look, you tweak something on a SmackDown or at a house show, don't be the bigger person, try to get through it. Shut it down.
As somebody who does this, look, man, when you're out there, you just, I mean, thank God I haven't had to deal with. I mean, I broke my ankle, but that's before I, really started doing this. Hopefully I don't have any more serious injuries like that. But man, when you're out there, they talk about adrenaline and all that. Adrenaline in my soul, like that. That's a real thing, bro. That you just want to keep going and keep performing. That's what it is. It sucks that she's out for this long. But she'll come back. She'll get a massive pop and. What's that looking like? August? Oh god, it's quite
definitely.
Hopefully, in time for SummerSlam, maybe.
Definitely affects WrestleMania plans. I mean, it's Charlotte Flair. I don't know. People speculate maybe she was going to face Jade at WrestleMania. I think Becky and Rhea seems pretty hammered in for the Raw side of things. Who knows on the SmackDown side of things? But obviously, she was going to do something at Mania, and they got to change things up now.
They do have to change things up,
which sucks. But that's just the way things go. Shout out her for signing that big ass contract.
Apparently, Bayley, Dominic, and Rey Mysterio have all signed multi-year deals. Wow.
Yeah, they've a lot. There's a lot of wrestlers coming up time. End of this year, beginning of next year, and Bayley, Rey, and Dominic they re-signed. So Charlotte, as we just said, around for a long time. So good for them. Not surprising. I don't really. I mean, maybe Bayley, I could see her try to dabble outside, but she's been with that company for so long. And Ray did that a few years back. And Dominic is so young that I think it's probably smart for him to not burn the WWE bridge and stay with them right now.
I don't know. Dominic made an appearance on Lucha Underground once. You never know, man. He could. He's been on outside a WWE wrestling program. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. Also, Bray Wyatt has been put under a Legends contract, so now all proceeds of that will go to his wife JoJo and his children. So that's nice to hear. Mike Rotunda broke that news on a recent interview he did. So glad to see that's what's going on with that. Xavier Woods and Kenny Omega out of action. Kenny Omega, he posted last week. Posted last week that he's in the hospital. Apparently, he has diverticulitis, and I'm not sure what's going on with Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods is pretty. I mean, we don't exactly know what's going on with Xavier Woods. That's the thing. Is he just taken off TV? Wasn't on Raw this week with Kofi. It just seems like it's just just a buildup of some little nagging injuries and maybe just taking time off at the end of the year for some rest. So it doesn't seem too serious, but Xavier Woods off. Kenny, this one seems much more serious. It's not quite diverticulitis. It's like an abscess or something. And the only thing I know about diverticulitis is the Brock Lesnar situation. That was almost fatal. Doesn't seem like it's that bad, but
yeah, it wasn't. That's when he fought Cain Velasquez, right?
Yeah, that he had to get like a bunch of his intestine taken out. He almost died.
Yeah, I remember people were talking hella mess about that, and my guy had a fatal illness. Yeah, I remember that. Then why did Chris Jericho say it was diverticulitis?
Well, I mean, it's like
Ocho was lying.
He wasn't lying. It's a form of diverticulitis, but the actual thing that it was not. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but it was like a diver something abscess.
Diverticulitis adjacent.
Yeah, basically, it's in the family.
Yes. All right. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the AEW World Champion, and also one half of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. He's been inducted to the National Jewish Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Maxwell. You deserve it, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, they ran a little spot on Dynamite this past Wednesday. He just obviously, being Jewish is something that MJF has been very vocal about. He's done the Robert Kraft thing up in New England. He's in the Hall of Fame now. So, shout out MJF. Yes.
WWE cuts become free agents today. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, we've already kind of see it. Like Top Dollar will be at GCW. So will Mustafa Ali's gonna be wrestling Gringo Loco. He'll be at Defy. Mason Mansoor are making appearances. I believe they're going to be at Hood Slam. I know what you did last Hood Slam. And then probably the biggest one, Matt Riddle. He wasn't with them, but he's left WWE. He's going to be wrestling Jacob Fatu on January 6th. My guy left WWE to still feud with the Bloodline, huh?
Yeah.
Or your guy.
Well, I did look at
That's your boy.
I did look at the WWE draft we did all those months back just to kind of check up on the points. Me and Katie, we got some nice picks there at the end. We have like Ronda Rousey, Matt Riddle, Braun Strowman. We got like just a bunch of people who aren't really on the roster right now, but we're top heavy. We're fighting strong down there. But
you're big on that Matt Riddle. Look at you.
But Matt Riddle. He's kind of a headache to deal with.
Kinda.
A big headache, a migraine.
You gonna go meet him at Barrio Toys?
That's a pass. Hard
Why?
Pass.
No. Why?
Well, if you guys have listened, I've been on 356 of these episodes. You guys can all track my Matt Riddle love, and it started off very strong when he was on the Indies and he signed with NXT. It has definitely waned over the past the past like 2 years.
You got to keep that same energy. Nah.
Well, people change. Opinions change.
Apparently, Brandon changes.
Yeah, I like to evolve.
Look at you. Look at you changing up, just like a typical fan, changing up.
I know, fickle.
I stick with my takes. I stick about how I feel about Kenny Omega.
I'm not going to
back. How I feel about Will Ospreay.
I'm not going to back down that Matt Riddle was a great talent, but he just can't get out of his own way.
Shut up. Stop talking. I told you all that Roman was the dog that he was. Nobody wanted to believe me. You all wanted to boo the man out of the building, and look at where we are now.
Also, check the tape. I said if Roman turned heel, he'd be a fantastic act, and look what happened.
Play me the tape. Play me the tape.
Well, I would play you the tape, but someone is an idiot and accidentally broke someone's external hard drive. So
no, it's not on there. No, it's not. It wasn't on there. It's out there.
Oh, it's out there? Okay.
It's in the episodes we've done. You just have to find it and play me the tape. I want that by next week. Yeah. That's your homework. I want that by next week. Moral of the story is I've always stuck by my takes. I haven't switched up. And that's why I'm a great podcaster.
I would just say my Matt Riddle take might not be philosophical. It might just be well, I think it's more philosophical than talent wise on Matt Riddle at this point.
CJ Perry had an infection in her finger. Y'all saw that thing?
Yeah, she posted the aftermath on her Instagram. Everybody, viewer discretion is strongly advised.
We can't say it was thanging, but that thing was doing something. Bro, I ain't never seen the inside of a finger. I was like, oh, whoa, hey. That was
Yeah, that is what the inside of a finger looks like.
Bro, it was all meaty and oozing. And how about her vomit?
All just because of a tiny little splinter she got backstage.
Yeah, how did she even get the splinter? Do we know? She grabbed something?
No, because where was AEW at last week? They're at Oklahoma City this week.
Is it wherever they were at? They're responsible for this. See,
strong workers' comp coming.
Yeah, man. See, this is why I started wearing gloves when I'm like moving like the wood for the ring. Oh man! Oh my god!
Yeah, especially like if there's moisture and there's like some bacteria in there, it could be it spread from her finger up to her arm.
Yeah, bro, that's it's not good, man. It's not good at all. I'm glad she's all right. Her vomit was as brown as me. I was like, oh Jesus, that was something I didn't expect to see. Yeah,
but she posted a video. She seems like she's in good spirits.
Yes. Athena talks about talks motivation and double standards in wrestling. Who put this on the script?
I put this down here because I thought it was a very interesting quote that Athena put out there. This was at the ROH press conference, and she was sitting there with Tony Khan, and she said a bunch of different things, but I just thought those two things stood out there. So I usually like to run through it quickly, but I think it's important to kind of say it verbatim. So she talked about her goal to incorporate spots in her matches that will go viral and generate buzz. That partially motivates the idea that male wrestlers are typically the ones who renown those types of moves. Quote, I feel like there's a massive double standard when it comes to men and women in pro wrestling, she said. The guys can hit hard, do crazy situations, jump off balconies, and I just wanted to be a part of that conversation. When I say that, I go in there every day and I'm like, what can I do? What's the next thing? How can I destroy this broad? And I'm in the ring with who I'm in the ring with. What's going to get the gifts, whatever you want to call them. That's what I do day in, day out, and put myself on the map, Ring of Honor, and put Ring of Honor on the map, which there's a lot of things done.
Okay. So she shows up every day thinking about how to, I don't want to say spot monkey. I don't want to do that.
I agree. So I agree with her that there is a double standard when it comes to men's and women's wrestling, where women, when they try to do the high flying, the hardcore type stuff, it does get kind of like, oh my God, why are they doing that? More often than when it's a men's match.
When did that, like, I remember the Britt Baker Thunder Rosa. I remember like general praise about that. Now when Ty and Anna Jay did it, I do remember some controversies, sure. Hell, there was even controversies dating back to when Candice LeRae got super kicked and she was all bloody, given that really wasn't happening at that time. Yeah, okay.
Which I think that's what she's playing into. Like, women have done it, it's a little sparingly so, but I think when it happens, it's kind of like, oh my God.
Sawyer Rex doing it. Nobody's batting an eye. She does this at GCW and stuff like that. I believe she's been in the Nick Gage Invitational multiple times.
But I think the thing I disagreed with so much was what she was talking about of, what's going to get viral praise and what's going to get made a gif out of and all the other stuff. Like, that is not what you're supposed to be doing as a wrestler. Like, okay, I get it. There's like a time and place where you can kind of go balls to the wall. But Phillip, as an aspiring wrestler, what is the goal? What is the ultimatum of a professional wrestler? Over everything else, I mean, what is the number one goal in professional wrestling?
To make it.
And in terms of making it, what does that mean?
To make it and make money.
Exactly. It's not about gifts. It's not about what people are tweeting about you on the internet, giving you fake star ratings. It's about making money. And I just think that's, especially in AEW at this point,
I mean,
kind of seems like the overall attitude.
I mean, look, I mean, if you have a match and then like a a sequence or spot happens to get picked up, okay, sure. Like when I put together my matches, I mean I haven't even had 10. I've had like 6. But like in all the times we've put those together, I haven't been thinking, all right, what's gonna go viral? What's gonna go viral? You work for the match. You work for the match. That's what I've been taught to do. I don't work for a clip to go viral. If it happens to go viral, all right, cool. I mean, like you've seen my Instagram, I'll throw up a couple clips. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing wild. It's just, stuff that happened in the course of the contest. Yeah. I mean, but there are people that do think like that. Especially, with the social media and attention spans are short, so those quick clips are what people think are what's going to keep you hot, but they last. You can see somebody do something crazy, then next week at another show somebody else is doing something crazy, then that clip's talked about for 2 weeks, and then another guy. It's just this endless cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I just think there's a time and place. Like if you're an indie wrestler trying to make it, you're getting the hot dog and a handshake, but for you to stand out, you feel like you need to do those crazy spots. Like, okay, sure. Like philosophically, maybe I might disagree, but the end goal of you trying to do that is to ultimately try to make it to the next level, make money.
Yes.
But if you're Athena, who was in the main event of this pay-per-view, so it's not like she wasn't in a spot, but like someone who's in a mid-card match or like in an AEW mid-card match where I think we see a lot of people are doing crazy stuff and trying to have like the quote unquote best match possible when you're kind of blowing your load for the people in the main event.
Yeah, you want to stand out. Let your work stand out. Don't just think about jumping off of a 20-foot ladder, even though Jeff Hardy made a career out of it. But he was doing it on national TV.
Yeah, like I was watching, like I don't watch Rampage to be honest, but like I tuned into Rampage this week.
That's still on.
Yes, it is. And there was a tag team women's match with Willow, whatever. It was a women's tag team match, and they were like it was a hardcore match, and it wasn't anything crazy, but it was like a tag team hardcore match just on the middle of a Rampage that no one's going to talk about, but yet they're doing this on a show, and there's a possible risk of injury. Like, did we really need to do all that?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah. Let your work stand out for yourself. I'll say this. Like Loverboy Leo this past week. He had the best, I think he had the best performance on the show because his character work stood out for himself. I mean, sure, he and Starboy Charlie, they went at it, but overall his character work stood for himself, and it rose him to I think an upper echelon. Yeah, so let your character work stand out. Just be a worker. Let it
and we're seeing kind of a lot more injuries in AEW on average compared to WWE. Like obviously, the Charlotte thing happened, but like Kenny is going Kenny, not just the diverticulitis thing, because that's not a wrestling thing, but like Kenny's so beat up at this point. The was it Darius or Dante, the one that just broke his leg or not just, but came back from breaking his leg on a just needless spot with Penta on a
ladder, yeah.
On a ladder through a table thing. That's just like, there was no way that should have been approved.
It was Dante.
No way that thing should have been approved. That thing was insane.
Yeah, it was not good, and I hope he's doing all right. I really am.
Has a shot for the trios tag titles on Saturday.
Yes, he does. All right. Let's go to the fan mail, guys. Let's go to the fan mail. In Brightest Day X.
Mr. X. Who day?
Will they reveal who the devil is at World's End or drag this out longer? I hope they reveal it at World's End. They kind of need to.
I agree. I'm just gonna skip ahead. I do wish on Dynamite next week they're gonna have that tag team match. They actually have a tag team match, and they do kind of an aces and eights thing where one of the goons gets revealed. Now it doesn't need to be anyone big, but just somebody.
I like how like they had a segment where like one of the goons attacked somebody, and he had a big build, and then the next segment was a Wardlow match, and his hair was kind of messed up, like he'd been wearing a mask.
There you go. I mean, they're putting out so many little clues and hints that you wonder if any of them are actually real or it's going to be someone that they haven't even hinted at. Because like Cole and Britt kind of seems like the leading candidate, which they haven't even talked about. Because I mean, Adam Cole like hasn't even been on television, I think, since Full Gear. Maybe the week after Full Gear, but they're going after Swerve and MJF and Joe and Hangman and all these different people, and it's like I wonder if they're gonna go, pull the Swerve bro and someone they're not even talking about.
Wow, bro. Reports are that MJF still hasn't re-signed with AEW yet. Will he or won't he test the waters elsewhere? Yeah, we're getting to the end of the year where, I mean, Cody did the handshake deal thing, but he was the TNT champion, so not that big of a deal. But when the guy's holding your top company prize and he hasn't put pen to paper yet,
It's a thought.
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't believe he hasn't re-signed. I think he has re-signed because they're putting so much emphasis on him. They have so many different teased feuds going on at the moment that it would make zero sense to put all this MJF equity into him right now. But then it also is AEW and Tony Khan, and I don't really have too much faith in him at the moment, so I could see that happening. But I think he has re-signed at this point.
Yeah, well, we shall see. Being that it's the holiday season, if you could receive one piece of wrestling memorabilia as a gift, what would it be? Katie, what would it be?
Honestly, I would really just like to have a replica title belt.
Well, West Coast Design can help you with that.
This is true.
I think there's, we've had this question come up sometimes, usually when it comes to the warehouse, the WWE warehouse, but
yes,
the one in particular that kind of just stands out to me, there's much more memorabilia and there's much more t-shirts or whatever that I could pick that's much more valuable, but the one that's near dear to my heart right now that I would love to have, I'd love to get a real one of these because there's fake ones on the internet. I would love a Stone Cold Steve Austin F Fear Drink Beer t-shirt.
Really? You don't want his boots?
I don't need all
wow,
that.
you don't want Stone Cold's boots?
I don't want it. I'm not like that kind of collector. I mean, it'd be cool and stuff, but yeah, I just don't know where to put it. I don't need that type of stuff. Just
put them on top of your dresser.
Okay, give me a Stone Cold Steve Austin 98 to 2003 t-shirt medley. Just every single t-shirt Stone Cold has ever put out. Good, great, even the terrible ones, because there's probably some really bad ones out there.
There are people that have these. You can find them.
Yeah, and they're like $700, and I'm not paying.
No. It's the F Fear Drink Beer.
Trust me, I've dabbled into. I've looked into vintage wrestling T-shirts, and the good ones are very expensive.
Yeah, no, some of them are like, whoa, brother, hey, I don't I mean, like, what? Like, I got shout out King of Merch on Instagram. Like, I got that WrestleMania 5 hat from brother. He only charged me not an insane amount of money, So I was cool with that. But yeah, memorabilia. Oh man, I don't know.
Maybe the giant Bray Wyatt mallet from Hell in a Cell 2019.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right. What piece of memorabilia? Huh? That's something. Now this maybe one of like the original Eddie Guerrero like Scarface t-shirts. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like something like that, or if I can hit the warehouse, a ring used championship. Like if Dave Milliken, when I went to Starcast, Brandon, you were there too. I got to hold the winged eagle from WrestleMania 12, that one that was actually used in the Iron Man contest. Hey, if I can get that, all right, that'd be cool. I love the winged eagle. It's my favorite WWE title design. That, or maybe even the original spinner, that would be cool. Yeah, just any of those items. Yeah. Also, want to wish all of you and everyone in the BC universe a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you. And then he says, on a personal note, just wanted to give a shout out to Sancho Demira. I saw a video of you doing ring work in the ring. Very proud of you, brother. Glad to be on this journey with you. I'll tell Sancho Demira you said those things. He's kind of an asshole though. I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy at all. All right, moving on. Let's go to the Monday Night Raw. Rollins and McIntyre have a nice promo together. Rollins says he pities McIntyre, which leads McIntyre to attack him. So they're really setting up Raw day one. It's gonna be a great show. I'm excited. Guys.
Katie very much loved this. I know Katie loves this promo.
Yes, I did. I really liked Drew's portion of the promo in which he started talking about, his family and Becky's family and being basically a transplant. They're coming from the UK and coming into the US, and they don't necessarily get to go to those weddings, those births, those baby showers, etc. that, their families are hosting at home because they're trying to chase their dream. They're trying to make it big, and it's not easy to be far away from loved ones when they get sick. And it really tugged on my heartstrings. He made me feel a whole lot of feels. But I also agree with Seth. It's like how, based on his actions and the things that he's done in the past few weeks, couple months, you hear that promo and you want to believe in what he's saying and how he's saying it, but you're also like, I'm not sure if I can believe you because of what you've been doing. So the dichotomy there was very interesting and compelling. And I felt like it was a really great way to kick things off.
I've heard Chris Jericho say this, and this always made sense to me. What makes a heel so special and so important is they have to say things that are the truth. They have to tell the truth. I mean, he's telling the truth. I think he was on the road when his mother passed away. So, he's talking about real things, and that's where heels, they can make you feel things, but you're still like, oh man, I still don't like this guy. That's a true someone who's truly, mastered the craft. And McIntyre's been doing this for a long time. Like he made you buy in. That's the goal. That's the goal of what we do, man. And so I'm excited to see this. And look, it's okay for Seth to lose. I wanted Nakamura to beat him. He can lose. He's either going to lose to Drew or he's going to get cast in on. It's one of the two has happened.
That's what they're setting it up for. It's going to be he's not going to be a long-standing champion, but he's been doing exactly what he said. He's a workhorse. He's working the championship. He's making sure that it's consistently defended, which good on him. But also it's okay for him not to continue being the champion.
Yeah, he's losing a day one of the Rumble or something.
Imagine Drew wins and then just immediately gets cashed in. That'd be just such a troll.
Oh, that'd be awful.
He works so hard and he finally does the thing he's been trying to do forever, and then he loses it instantly.
I don't think that'll.
I don't think it would, but I mean, I agree with Katie. I very much love this. I thought this was one of my favorite promos in quite some time, just because it was very well executed. It was very mature. It had a lot of truth, with obviously some sprinkles of storyline thrown in there, which I think is kind of the perfect formula for today's wrestling. And I thought Seth's response was good. A little bit dickish because obviously, Becky has the exact same thing. He was kind of, nonchalant a little bit towards it, but I thought it was great stuff, and I think it was the perfect hype for their match in 2 weeks.
Indubitably. Gunther, the Ring General, retains the Intercontinental Championship yet again in another thriller against The Miz.
Is this hyperbolic to say this is the best Miz match ever? Because I think it might
I don't
be.
think so. I think it might be.
I have to go now. I have to go through the list of Miz matches.
No, I will say that Dolph
Yeah.
Ziggler IC match was very good, but that also had a lot of shtick in it. This was just a solid in-ring wrestling match No shticks, just the graps.
I revised my statement because I haven't watched the whole catalog of Miz matches, but in the Miz matches that I have seen, I think that this is his best match.
It's up there with
The Miz wrestled a Gunther match, not Gunther wrestling a Miz match, which I think makes it better.
Yeah, Gunther, man, when's he dropping this?
Not anytime soon.
I saw your boy on TikTok, Sam Roberts, put up a little possibility of both Roman and Gunther hold all their titles all the way until Berlin, and we have a title versus title match. Which
Yes,
in the
Oh, that'd
there-
be so cool.
there's some aspects I might disagree with in terms of like the booking, getting there, but Gunther Roman in Berlin would be fantastic.
I mean, could you imagine that face off? That would be a different vibe. And those international PLEs are always a vibe, and oh man, that would be something. When are we getting? Are we going back to Puerto Rico? Can we get Bad Bunny versus Roman Reigns for the title in Puerto Rico? Why not? Just why not?
Put the strap on Bad Bunny to the moon.
Whoa! Hey!
Dusty finish. Okay, Dusty finish.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I mean, he can step up to the plate, but he don't get smashed and stacked just like the rest of them.
So no Dusty finish, no like phantom pin to a DQ finish and
Nah.
Okay.
He just straight up gets Superman punch speared. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Well, Kylie Jenner's what? Is Kylie Jenner and Bad Bunny still a thing? I don't know.
I don't know. Here she's a big NWO Wolfpack fan.
Shout out.
Anyway, moving on from that. Cody and Shinsuke brawl. Shinsuke had a
Kendall Jenner, not Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, that.
Gotta get my Jenners right.
Yes. How many of them are there?
Well, I mean,
Technically 3, because there's Kendall, Kylie, and then there's Kris Jenner, because
What about
and then there's Caitlyn Jenner, but then there's also like Bruce/Caitlyn's kids from before. So then there's like Brandon Jenner, there's Brody Jenner.
You know a lot about the.
I was a big Kardashian guy back in the day.
Really?
Sure, so was I, but I don't remember any of these people.
I would watch the show when it was on E from like whenever till maybe like 5-6 years ago. I watched pretty much every episode.
It was on E as much as Ridiculousness is on MTV. Like it just ran.
I mean, I'm not a Kardashian or Jenner person.
Why not?
And there's Kim, there's Kylie.
I don't buy their products.
Courtney.
Fantastic people.
Not about it.
Fantastic human beings.
I
Great
disagree.
Or great actor.
Great. I mean, great. You look at what they've done. They made Kanye who Kanye is.
Is that supposed to be a good thing or bad thing?
We'll leave that up to audience speculation.
He went to the experimental music route. You could say that. Lamar Odom oh god, yeah. Is Lamar Odom okay? Do we know?
I can confirm he's still alive. I don't know how
Okay.
well he's doing.
All right. Chris Humphries, he got in and out of there.
Pause.
Yeah. Ray J.
No,
Really? Ray J?
we know Ray J was in and out of there.
Anyway, yeah. So Cody and Miz brawl. Start talking about the Kardashians. Jesus Christ, what kind of podcast is this? Cody and Shinsuke brawl. Yeah. Shinsuke had a little twist on the Nightmare Before Christmas, right? Or was the night, whatever that
Was
is.
the Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes.
He called Dusty Rhodes an inbred.
He did.
Yeah. So day one, this is gonna be a great show.
Day one's gonna be stacked.
Yes. Can we get Roman Reigns on the Raw day one because he didn't get to perform at the actual pay-per-view? Can we do that?
You got connections, I heard, Phillip. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, hey, brother. Hold on. Nia and Becky have a promo. Good stuff. It's good stuff. They're also wrestling at day one. I mean, we have a world title match. We're possibly going to get Cody and Shinsuke. We're going to get Nia and Becky first time ever. I'm excited for this show. I'm excited for this Raw. Where's this Raw? Where's this Raw at?
Well, let's see.
Oh, it's in San Diego. That's guys.
San Diego.
Guys. I may have to do this.
Go down to the 619.
I may have to. Booyaka, booyaka. I may have to do this. I may have to go be a part of the show. I mean, this seems like it's going to be something special. What are our thoughts on Nia and Becky?
It was fine. It was just, I thought the one they did last week was a little more. Maybe I'm just combining the two. I don't know. It was like maybe like a retread of last week. It was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the match. I think that it'll be pretty great. Especially with them not having actually fought each other yet. In regards to the promo, I was kind of like, okay, we're setting this up clearly. Okay.
I mean, their main point of contention is something that happened 5 years ago at this point. So
Because everything counts.
no, I'm not saying like you can't refer back to it, but it's like that's pretty much the only thing that's really driving this feud forward.
Because everything counts. These are Sam Roberts' rules, and they apply to all of wrestling. Everything counts.
Everything counts.
Everything. Jey Uso, main event, Jey Uso. Yeet. Yeet is back. I love it. The blurred Yeet shirt. I might have to get it. He defeats Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah. Could Jey Uso be the one to take the title off of Gunther? I said this I feel like a month and a half ago. Could this be the case?
Possibly.
I mean, it's certainly a viable option.
Did we do this at day one or the Rumble?
No, I don't think so.
Do we do it in Australia at the Elimination Chamber? Does Jey Uso do the unthinkable?
I feel like the spectacle with Gunther.
No. Because like I'm sorry to cut you off. I stopped your hope spot, but I mean, think about it. How do you completely use the energy of pinning Roman Reigns, being the first person to pin him in 3.5 years? You go on to beat the unstoppable Gunther.
I'm not saying that Jay can't do it. What I'm saying is if they're going to have Gunther lose the title, they do it at WrestleMania. They build it and they build it.
You don't have to do it at WrestleMania.
He's officially the longest Intercontinental Champion. It makes sense to do it at Mania.
No, we don't have to do that. Because everybody would expect it. Be different. Hell, do it the day out. Do it on the Raw after WrestleMania then.
Just saying.
I mean, I don't know if they even have a plan at this point. I think you just kind of have Gunther hold the title, and then whoever the person is that comes along. But I would like to see Gunther kind of take that next step and be in the main event scene. I mean, imagine CM Punk beats Seth for the title, and so CM Punk is a champion. Like a Gunther CM Punk match, or even like if Punk is a transitional champion to Gunther. I think that could be very interesting. To where, Punk wins, holds it till like SummerSlam, Gunther beats Punk at SummerSlam, and Gunther can be the top guy on Raw.
Why is CM Punk winning the Intercontinental Championship?
No, I'm saying he beats Seth for it. Drew or Gunther loses. I was off on another side tangent. I was talking about something completely different. I'm trying to get Gunther to the main event level, the next level.
I think I know. I think I can see where your head was at. You were saying you think Seth loses the title, and then somewhere down the line Gunther loses the title, and then CM Punk at some point gets the heavyweight title, and then Gunther ends up challenging CM Punk for the heavyweight title and ends up getting
I was just saying Seth loses to CM Punk. I was just
okay. That works too.
We have new women's tag team champions. And,
we do.
Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Shout out to them.
Shout out the underrated Kaden Carter. They're tag team champions. I mean, they're like Not that Chelsea Green and Piper never weren't a tag team, but they've been a tag team for a little bit down in NXT and now on the main roster. And it's the women's tag team division. It just kind of seems like it's there, and they put it on them to be different. I don't know what they're gonna get out, because like at least Piper and Chelsea had like well-defined characters. They were like doing stuff backstage. I just don't know what Katana and Caden are gonna be doing besides like just go out there and have like a 5-minute match on Raw.
I mean, I
Gonna
think
party
they're
with the titles.
yeah, they're partiers. They're meant to be quote unquote party girls.
Yeah,
That's what I've been getting.
Just
They
a
love to-
drop in acid.
they love to party. You don't love to party, Brandon?
Yeah, I dabble, but not like
You look
rave,
you
not
look-
like rave EDC parties. That's not
Nah,
my,
yeah,
that's not
you
my
look
thing.
like the kind of guy.
No. I mean, Party Boy, back in the day, middle school, my little dumbass thought that was the
Oh,
funniest thing alive.
Little party rockers in the house tonight.
No, Party Boy from Jackass.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
Chris, shout out Chris Pontius.
LMA. What was the group?
LMFAO.
LMFAO.
I feel like you were one of those guys.
I was a party rocker.
Yeah.
Sorry for party rocking.
I mean, there was like a
Like
solid
how?
2010 to 2011 span.
No. Like how?
What?
No. Like how? Do it again.
What? Sorry for party rocking.
One more time.
And now we're
No.
going to get DMCA'd.
One more time.
No one can listen to this because even though, they're
No. One more time.
No.
I mean, you did it twice. Why not a third time's a charm, right?
I mean, too much of a good thing is hard to come by.
you got to leave the people wanting more.
Yeah.
We just got the unces and unces going on. All right. R-Truth apparently is in the Judgment Day.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in the Judgment Day, but JD McDonough is definitely out of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, so the Wikipedia, former members Edge and JD McDonough.
Yup.
What, no uns for this?
No, we're past that. That's an old bit.
You're an old
What do you think? What do you think? Is podcast just a bunch of bits now? Turn into a comedy podcast?
We are a bunch of bits. Never mind. Anyway, AEW Dynamite. Swerve defeated Rush in the Continental Classic as he should. As he should. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Swerve. Gets the win, as he said.
Do you swerve when you drive?
Occasionally. We've been over this already.
Katie, do you swerve when you drive?
No.
Why not? Oh, you
Straight line. Very efficient, very safe.
just not a fan of
I
swerve?
drive. I am a safe driver. Thank you very much.
You're not a fan of swerve?
Strickland? I like
Yeah.
Strickland.
So you don't, but you said you don't swerve when you drive.
No.
I swerve when I drive because I'm a fan of Swerve Strickland.
I continue to love the white awkward fans in that AEW shows doing the Prince Nana dance. It's my favorite thing. It is my favorite thing.
Brandon, can we get a video of you doing the Prince Nana dance?
Sure. Get a few drinks to me. I'll look just like Prince Nana.
Come to the come to the party. Come to the party tomorrow, man. We got to see it.
Maybe.
Let's see all that. All right, moving on from that. Briscoe defeats Lethal. Jay Lethal hasn't won a single thing in this, huh?
No, he got skunked. He got goosed. Whatever you want to call it. Jay Lethal gets 0. Mark Briscoe gets the win. I mean, this was a really good match. I thought both guys just really, worked their asses off here. There was not too much of a story. I mean, I think there will be a story with Jay Lethal, but then I think this is indicative of AEW to where there's a story there that they're not like explicitly telling you, but then like you can read into it, and then they're just never going to talk about this on Dynamite again. This will probably be a Rampage thing of him breaking off with the Jarretts and whatnot.
Wow.
And then we'll come back in like 6 weeks, and Jay Lethal will be a completely different person, and the Dynamite viewers will be like, "Oh, wonder what happened to Jay Lethal," and they're not going to tell us.
Another guy that used to feel special. What's going on, man?
Well, I mean, in the year of our Lord 2023, I think Jay Lethal, you could say he could be a little bit more, but I think kind of slotted in the mid to low card, probably where he is at this point in his career.
It's not God, it's not Black Machismo anymore, huh? It's not doing
Uh,
the Ric Flair bit anymore. It's not 2015 Ring of Honor anymore, huh?
you did do the bit at All In. OG
Okay.
All In.
Okay, yeah. Yes. I guess.
Well, I would assume he did one. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, we MJF and Samoa Joe had a promo. Joe and MJF just kind of talking back and forth, nothing like too special. I kind of forget that the main event of the pay-per-view is next week, and this they've told like an okay story with MJF and Samoa Joe, but it's nothing like that gets you too excited. And then even though we had this happen like a month ago, we're gonna have MJF and Samoa Joe in a tag team match against the Devil's Goons, not the Devil themselves, because who knows who's under that mask. So kind of running it back again, which is whatever. But as I said earlier, I kind of hope we get some sort of development, whether one of them gets unmasked or, we get like a promise that the devil will, identify themselves at World's End.
Yeah. yeah. So it is what it is. Swerve and MJF had a backstage segment. This was very good. This was good. Swerve talked about how, they used to be on the indies together and MJF used to drive him around because everything counts.
Yes,
Everything counts.
Swerve got some good sleep because of MJF, because MJF does not swerve when he drives.
I mean, that wasn't a thing then.
Exactly.
I'm sure he's doing it now. I mean, you saw the way he hit that. I mean, come on now, stop playing with Maxwell. Hey, there you go. Get down with your bad self, then, Brandon. Okay,
Hold on,
BT.
I'm gonna recreate how like the white fans do it at AEW.
Katie, can you do the dance?
That's how they do it. There's no there's no waves, no motion in the ocean. It's more just like a straight
you're not
A to B type thing.
Not a fan of the Nana?
I can't do the dance.
You're not a fan of the Nana?
It's not that I'm not a fan. I can't do the dance. I don't dance.
Yeah, we're not saying Katie is one of those awkward white AEW fans. She just doesn't want to do the dance. We're not saying that.
It's okay. It's all right.
She's a great dancer.
We're gonna teach her
just not.
No. I'm not even saying I'm a good dancer. I'm not a good dancer.
Well, I was trying to put you over. Okay, I'm trying to help you.
You don't need to put me over. I know what I am.
Everybody has one little dance that they can do. I mean, come on.
My brother, he breaks out the worm. The whole place goes crazy, and that's the one thing he's got.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta know what you got.
You got one. You have one dance that you can hit. Back when I was a kid, I used to hit the bounce. I used to hit that's old school, man. I used to hit the bounce. Used to hit the snake on them real quick. Come on now. Used to hit the. I don't even know what this is called, but I used to just break that out every once in a while. Come on now.
I have to be really drunk. Like really drunk, and I don't do that.
She's responsible. At least someone's responsible on the show.
I feel like one day we're gonna be at a party or something, and Katie's just gonna break out a dance, and we're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Always gotta leave them guessing, I guess.
Hey, never let them know your next move, but make your next move your best move. Hello. All right. Rio's the number one contender. Why? Been there, done that.
Well, this is what they do. AEW has their, number one contender of the month club, especially in the women's division. There will be some random woman either makes their return or they get on a little bit of a winning streak and they win the number one contender match, which Riho did. She beat Saraya with Tony Storm on commentary, and we're getting Riho and Tony at the pay-per-view. And, Tony's very entertaining. Her and Taz have a very funny, awkward rapport together. But I just kind of wonder, what can you get out of this Tony Storm character in a wrestling world? In the actual matches sense, she's doing her shtick in backstage segments and on commentary, it's fine. But I just don't know how you can take someone from outside that world and place it inside that world and make it meaningful. Outside of Mariah May, which is probably the end goal.
I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. Sorry. Wow. Jay White defeated Jon Moxley so it's a 3-way tie.
Yes. So after Swerve won his match, they set up the different stipulations of what could have happened. And if Moxley won, we get a rematch with him and Swerve because for whatever reason it's not. Well, this is probably why they didn't do that. Of one gold faces two blue and one blue faces two gold. Instead, we are going to get a triple threat match because Jay White beat Moxley, and since everybody beat each other, there is a three-way tie. Hence, we will get a triple threat match. I've talked about this last week. I've kind of hammered this home. I just think this is more of AEW scared booking, not wanting to put anybody over. And we're getting that in the semifinals where someone's going to take the pinfall loss, but someone's not, someone's going to lose without losing.
Who's on the Blue League?
Well, the Blue League actually is set up to have some interesting finals to where I believe Andrade's in the lead.
Okay.
But he's facing Eddie Kingston, who we kind of all presume will win. So then Andrade and Kingston would be tied, but Kingston holds the tiebreaker over Andrade. And then Bryan, Brody King, and Claudio, I think, are all kind of in the mix. But if Danielson wins, he moves on. So I think we're heading towards a Kingston-Danielson semifinal in the Blue League.
Why isn't Will Hobbs in this?
Why isn't Hangman in this? Why isn't Kenny Omega in this? Why isn't
Kenny Omega has diverticulitis?
Well, I understand, but the point still stands. Why isn't there a lot of top tier guys in this? I'm just saying. Tony Khan, scared to put people over. People can lose a match. It's not the end of the world. And yeah. But we're doing all this, I think, just to end up where we started. Eddie Kingston will be the Triple Count champion.
I think Swerve wins.
Now, you know how much I love Swerve. I think he's great, and I am very excited for the tease of MJF and Swerve. But you're putting the lowest level AEW title, because it's the newest. You have an ROH title that means absolutely nothing in AEW.
It's not the lowest level. It's representing, 3 different companies.
There are 3 championships that together might mean something because you say, oh, it's a Triple Crown championship. Individually, none of those titles mean much in AEW. I would say every one of those titles
is a separate company, or it's supposed to be a separate company. And New Japan is a separate company.
It's not even a New Japan. It's New Japan Open or New Japan Strong, which is a subsidiary, and it's the open weight. So it's like the subsidiary of the subsidiary.
Well, look, New Japan Strong has done some very good stuff. I mean, I've liked the stuff they've done at the LA Dojo. Shout out to the people that train there. But yeah, like I said, the idea of a Triple Crown title, good idea. It's just
if they were to combine the TNT International Championship and the ROH title, or those, if you basically combine the TNT and International Championship with something else, then we can have a discussion.
Well, no, we don't do that because Christian Cage is doing the work of a lifetime.
And we'll see Christian Cage on Collision because he did not want to be in Oklahoma City.
Absolutely.
Also, shout out JR. He was on commentary on the main event, so hasn't been able to travel because he has a leg issue, but being in OKC, he was able to be there. So shout out JR. Hopefully he's getting better.
Shout out JR. It's going to do it for us. Yeah. Next week, Bulletcast Awards. The Casties are back. I know you guys love them. Episode 360, how apropos that 360 is the Casties. That's dropping next week. Guys, have you voted?
I have.
All right. Have you had your fellow wrestling fans vote? Have you had them vote?
Yes, I have.
All right. What about
spread the word? Yes, I voted. The boys have voted. Everybody else out there, if you haven't, go and vote. It takes less than 5 minutes.
It does. It does take less than 5 minutes because that's the way I roll.
It's 10 categories for the most part. I think you there's some difficult choices in there, but you should be able to get this done fairly quickly.
Let's see. Let's see how many people have voted.
10,000.
Hey, brother, I know.
More than the Baseball Hall of Fame, more than the Emmys, the Grammys.
Okay, I'm looking at these statistics here.
The Razzies.
We might. What? We have a tie for tag team of the year so far. Somebody just completely blew people out of the water. Oh man. We have a tie for promo of the year. We still have time to vote. We still have time to
Everybody go out there, break those ties. It just takes one. Just one vote can break those ties, and you can be the deciding factor.
Yeah. Ooh.
Every vote matters.
We have a tie for faction of the year. Okay. All right. Heel turn of the year seems right. No. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see about wrestler of the year. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. We got some this is interesting, guys. I'm excited.
Like I said, for me personally, there was some that were clear cut and obvious, and there were some that I did go back and forth on.
Yes. All right. Okay. We got some independent wrestling fans get voting for the indie stuff here. I'm excited. I haven't cast my vote yet. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I always wait to do it at the end, but yeah, it looks like we've got some good stuff. You can still vote, guys. Push it out there. I believe you guys were tagged in something about the awards. Throw it on your stories, please.
I already did.
I know you did.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I saw it. Okay. Just vote, guys, please. Bulletcast Awards. Go to our Instagram or our Twitter. Go to our link in our bio. Hit our link tree. You can see it. Please vote. Because yeah, we do it big for the awards. We do it bigger like nobody else has ever done before. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. As always, be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.
Everything we did in the time now with the testament. Here is the feeling when we live on the stage. And everything we do, turning the page. Nobody doesn't like us. The feeling when we move, we are excited. Elite podcasting. I know you like it. Yeah, the bullet cast. Fearless. The bullet cast. Fearless. The bullet cast. Fearless. Elite podcasting. We are. The bullet cast now. Fearless. The bullet cast now. Fearless. Elite podcasting. No, we on. Elite podcasting. No, we on.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.